Um, I hope you all can join us for this really important meditation. And we are very grateful to Devi, who will be conducting the session today of Heartfulness Meditation. And Neeti is here. She is the host, and this is the most important part because without you guys, if you don't host, we'll not be able to conduct any session. So we can straight go and then let's start. Devi.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Niti, for hosting us, and thank you, Rashmi, for giving an opportunity to talk about heartfulness meditation. And thanks to each and every one of you for taking the time on a Sunday afternoon, setting aside all your household priorities, and showing up for something like meditation session. Really congratulate yourself. Thank you. And so we'll get started. So, most of you have been doing some kind of meditation. It can be meditating on the breath meditation, or it can be a chanting, or a sound meditation, or chanting on a mantra. It can be any kind of meditation. And here we meditate on the heart. So, in Sanskrit, it is called dhyana, and it is the seventh step in Patanjali Ashtanga Yoga Sutra. So meditation is not an actual translation of the of dhyana. There is no exact translation in English. Dhyan actually is made up of two syllables, dhi and yan. Dhi means ultimate wisdom. Yan means a vehicle that leads us to the ultimate wisdom. So here the vehicle is nothing but our attention. Paying our attention to our innermost self, to our innermost being, because we have been always bogged down by the external world, external things. We never knew something that is highest essence right within us. So that is what is the purpose of Dhyan. Dhyan is to go inward within and try to get in touch with that highest essence. Right? So, in heartfulness meditation, we meditate on the source of divine light in the heart. Here, we just make a suggestion, or in Sanskrit, it is called sankalpa, that there is a divine light that is attracting me from within. And then, as you start to meditate, you start to feel lighter and relaxed. And especially when you sit in a group like this, there is a vibrational energy, because we are all come with the same purpose. We all come with the purpose to be with that highest essence. So that highest essence itself will help us to go within. So there is a very big benefit by sitting in a group and meditating. So as we start meditating, we start feeling the divinity within us, and that absorbs us. Even though you might get a number of thoughts, but then there is work happening because the divine heard you. So it's like, okay, I'm going to go sit in the sunlight. So I go sit in the sunlight. I'm bathing in the sunlight. There are several thoughts, but then we are absorbing the sunlight. So just like that, taking it easy. Many people think that, oh, I had too many thoughts. I thought it was a waste of time. But then after some time you realize that half hour, 15 minutes did make a difference, because your mind was still at least for a few seconds, few minutes, and that was helpful. So as you meditate more and more, you get to catch that. And that pulls you to do it more and more. And we are so caught up with doing physical things, like I do the physical training, physical exercise, because we want to active. So the whole time we want something. So this is like the other end of the spectrum. Where is the silence? Silence is what that helps you to rejuvenate our inner selves. We almost have lost that habit of being silent with ourselves, taking time to ourselves. So this is the main purpose of any kind of meditation. So main feature of this particular meditation is called yogic transmission. Yogic transmission is nothing but sacred emanation from the source. And it is transmitted from the teacher to the aspirant. And it's a true catalyst for spiritual growth and deeper well-being. As we meditate more and more with transmission, deeper cleaning takes place, cleaning of all past baggage and heaviness and tendencies tend to fall off. So here, a yogi of high caliber can tap into that highest essence of the universe and then put that essence into the aspirant. So ideally, what is happening is he is transmitting his own energy, his own life force to the aspirant. It is also called pranasya pranaha. So, and you also must have heard of 5 kosas in our system. There is Annamaya kosa. Annamaya kosa is nothing but our body. That's it. You stay there. I'm just talking from them. Thank you. And for some of you, it might be a repetition. I spoke about it last time. So, so Annamaya kosa is nothing but our body. So, how do we nourish our body? By proper nutrition, vitamins, minerals, and MYWOW group is very big on it, right? We all pay attention to it most of the time. And then there are 3 more kosas: Pranamaya kosa, Vijnanamaya kosa, and Manomaya kosa. And these 3 kosas we enrich by going to the universities, by getting degrees, by educating ourselves, by listening to, learning and reading the scriptures, by listening to the teachers. Even when we listen to the teachers, all these kosas get enriched. But then there is something subtler that is called Anandamaya kosa. That is the deepermost, the soul. The soul, that is the subtlest essence in our system. Then how do we nourish that subtlest being? We cannot nourish with food. We cannot nourish with reading the books. How do we nourish that? That nourishment can happen only with that subtlest energy, subtlest food. That is called yogic transmission. That's what happens during a meditation session because our soul gets full. When our soul is full and our soul requires something like love, joy, these are all the finest qualities that the soul depends on. And these finest qualities we can only get through the finest type of practice, silent practice, going within and nurturing that. And that's exactly happens in a heartfulness meditation session. And a couple of, I think 2-3 weeks ago, there was a quote by Daji. He said that happiness comes only from the soul. Happiness does not come from outside positions. Once your soul is full, once your soul is joyful, once you are happy, then the other things fall into place. So it's a good thing to remember. And as you do this heartfulness practice, deeper cleaning of past baggages fall off. And you become more and more fuller inside. You become more and more joyful inside. You feel that you are just fine without, even if things happen outside. You just feel full. You just feel strong within. Okay. Then why do we meditate on the heart? We meditate when you all know that the heart is the pumping station for our blood. The blood circulates through the heart, and every single cell receives the blood from the heart. So when we put higher vibration into the heart, every single cell receives that higher vibration. So it affects us physically, mentally, and emotionally. And heart is also a place of deepest feelings. So once the heart starts opening, we start become more and more sensitive to others and more sensitive to ourselves. We suddenly, when the other person is talking, we are able to listen because our mind has become, we are not busy with our mind. Somehow we are able to still we are able to listen to our mind, listen to the other person, feel the other person's feelings. Only so we can only feel the other person's feelings when we let go of our own inner baggage. You agree? So this is a very, very important feature of this practice. By meditating on the heart, we tend to listen to others, listen to ourselves better. And then we can, when we still our mind, we can sit down quietly, still our mind, we can tap into that inspiration or inner wisdom. And so sometimes what happens is, suppose some problem is bothering me, bothering you. Just set aside, tell the problem, set it aside, and then sit for 5-10 minutes, quiet, and then sometimes the solution might show up. Okay, so there is a very great benefit by meditating on the heart, right? So as I mentioned, by meditating more and more with transmission, we gain inner balance. We become more and more balanced. The inner being gets much stronger. We become balanced within. So, as a tree is sustained by its roots, our outer development needs to be supported by the strength of our inner development. So, our inner being, it's so very important to take care of our inner being. And how do we take care of our inner being? By a lot of self-care practices, by contemplation, reading, where she said she goes to 12 noon sessions to recharge herself. Many, like even taking time to read poetry, reading books and quietness, taking walks, all those things will help us recharge. So when our inner being gets stronger, when we are strong within, we can tackle life's challenges easily, especially day-to-day life, especially being the woman of the house. We have so many responsibilities. So if we fall apart, the family falls apart. So we are the foundation. We are the foundation for the family, for the community, and for the world. So once we become strong, everything falls into place. So in this, meditation is the most powerful practice to cultivate that inner balance. So in Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna says, Sthita Prajna. We read that stanza, right? Sloka, Sthita Prajna. That is a balanced state. That is, and also he says, Urdhva Mula Madasaka. The tree is in Bhagavad Gita and Bhaga Puranas, it is depicted upside down. So the roots are facing upwards, the tree is facing downwards. So that means our roots, our own high roots within, are receiving the sustenance from above, and thereby we can thrive in this world. So that's the meaning of that sloka. So in this practice, Kamalesh Patel is the fourth and current guide of this heartfulness practice, and he is a true role model for balancing material and spiritual life. He has been in the pharmacy business for 40 years in this country. He lived in this country for 40 years and successfully ran pharmacy business. Now, while he is doing all this, taking care of the family, taking care of the businesses, he worked upon himself. He attained high spiritual attainments. And now he is completely spends his time in Hyderabad, India. And he has reached high spiritual attainments. So as Niti mentioned, there is a beautiful place called Kanha Shantivanam, that's in India. At a time you can meditate, 100,000 people can meditate in that ashram. And there are a lot of activities take place, such as there is Ayurveda and quantum healing, polarity training, and then yoga sessions, and there is also a heartfulness school. Many things happen in that ashram. And so if you are in Hyderabad, try to visit when you get a chance. Okay. So, real physiological benefits happen even when you do a 15-minute of meditation practice. Consistent. Start slowly, consistently. If you do that, the main thing we see is less stress, we get better sleep, our breathing improves, circulation improves, and we heal naturally. So these are all the physical benefits. Even like you do it for a month or 6 weeks, you can see the benefits. And as you become physically lighter, and you're lighter within, you're happier within, you're more and more focused, your awareness increases, and then you become more productive at home and at work, because before you used to be bogged down, yeah, why do I need to do this, and then you just procrastinate, there no energy, but then you just keep going because you are a lot more, you're lighter within, and there is a lot of positive energy, and you see that you become more and more creative, you become more happier and joyful, and then less angry, because you're fuller inside, you're happier inside. When you're fuller and happier inside, you're not expecting from others. That is the main reason for being angry. So when you don't expect from others, there is more of acceptance, more of joy. So that the other person also comes to our frequency. So our relationships improve. When our relationships improve, there is a lot of energy around. Especially Daji says that nowadays most of our energies work. We spend time working with our spouses and children. So that it kinds of helps. When we try to improve ourselves, when we try to recharge ourselves, that everything falls in place. And there is more and more happiness, compassion, joy. So lots of these beautiful benefits, little bit at a time. It's not that it happens just like that instantly, over time. Okay. This is a journey, by the way.
And if we meditate and go home, and then even if slightly we get angry, then my husband, you just meditate.
Exactly.
Not angry, like even if we just like, irritated.
Irritated, yes.
So, oh, what happened to that meditation session which you did just
Exactly,
now? So
exactly.
yeah, it's just a
Exactly.
practice.
We are a journey. And it's okay. We fall apart and then we get
Yeah.
back. Yes, it happened. Yes, it's me. But there is more of acceptance, more of not less of resistance.
Yeah, definitely.
We
It
try
makes
to see
difference.
one day at a time.
Yeah.
One day at a time.
Yes.
So there are 4 core segments in this practice: relaxation, meditation, then cleaning, and bedtime prayer. So relaxation we do before meditation, and then meditate. These two we do it in the morning. And then there is a cleaning that we do it in the evening, after the day's work is over. That's about 15-20 minutes, and then before going to bed we do a short bedtime prayer. And the study says that the thought that we imprint upon our subconsciousness before going to bed, that really gets into our psyche. So bedtime is a very, very sacred time. Going to bed, like reading something, or even something that you're very comfortable with, and then going to bed with that peace of mind. Like if you see some movies, even it's a good movie or a horror movie, immediately going to bed may not be a good idea. Just taking at least couple of minutes, get rid of this heaviness, and then going to sleep, because that is the time our subconsciousness, it's like a sponge, it grasps it, and that becomes part of us. Why do we want it, right? So bedtime prayer is very, very important. And then Rashmi also talks a lot about sleep hygiene.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like to paint or draw. That's the time, night,
Night.
like
Yes.
reading and all.
Yes.
I just don't like, yeah, people like to watch TV,
TV.
but somehow I've lost interest in watching TV just
Yes,
before sleep.
and
So,
also just put the phone on airplane mode
yeah,
or something,
yeah,
because suddenly some notification comes, and
yeah.
then and without even wanting it, without even not wanting, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll just talk to you briefly about heartfulness cleaning. Heartfulness cleaning is a way to, we are consciously, willfully want to get rid of our own emotional burdens and emotional content and baggage of past negative experiences. So here I just want to talk to you. Next, you can do the next one. Okay. I talk to you briefly about impressions. What are impressions? Whatever we do, we make an impression. If you see a beautiful movie, it makes an impression on our psyche. If you see a horror movie, it makes an impression on our psyche. Or if you had some kind of argument with our family members or at work, it forms an impression. Anything, it forms an impression. If you had like a great dinner, oh, that food was so great. And so all those things, but these are like, clouds on the sky. They just fall off, they just go away. They don't stick. You don't remember that much. But then some things deeper, some things that have hurt us deeply, those are the hard impressions. Suppose a person had a bad breakup in the relationship. That is hard. It takes years. They don't want to even get into think of moving into another relationship. Or somebody had a bad betrayed in a business deal. Or somebody was, was bitten by a dog and they don't want to go near the dog because those are all big, heavy impressions. And I saw there is another beautiful picture that Daji puts in his book. There was an elephant, baby elephant, and that elephant was tied to a tree growing up. The whole time it was tied to a tree. So that made such a big impression. Even when the elephant grew bigger, you just tie a small stool, it cannot take it out. It cannot kick it out. Because it became so much in our psyche that we think that that's it. We cannot go past it. We all agree, we all can relate to that, right? So what is inside you creates a view of what is outside. The memories inside creates the emotions through which you process the world. Your past conditions you, and if you do not mitigate it, if you do not work upon it, it runs our present. These unresolved emotional blocks fester us inside and create what are called impressions or samskaras. Each time a situation arises, the same behavior pattern repeats and we form that emotional habit. We cannot come out of, we are not able to come out of it. And all of us suffer from this kind of conditioning. And it is constraining our spiritual growth. I'm not able, I want to be a different person. I just don't want to be this. It comes back to me again and again. What am I to do? How do I get over it? So only when we do a spiritual practice, when we evolve our consciousness, these things drop off without our knowledge. And oh, I used to be like this. How come it's not bothering me? We don't want to call it back. It's gone. It's gone. So we become aware of our own filters. Our filters have disappeared from our because we are transformed. We have been doing that inner work. Some higher energy, higher being, higher thing has been helping me. And so that is such a big gift because we carry so many burdens, right? Not only this life, past life, we don't know how many lives we have had, and we don't know why we behave in certain ways, certain situations. Why does certain things trigger me so much? Some things just think that we are not in control. Our life becomes, I don't want to be because my emotions are not in my control. They're coming back to me again and again. So this is the biggest benefit we gain from a spiritual practice. We go back to our roots. And so there is a beautiful spiritual being waiting within us. All we have to do is cut those shackles and then it comes back, emerges, and it flies like a butterfly, right? So this is a very, very important segment of this practice. And this cleaning takes place mainly if you sit with the teacher, with the guru. Even with few sessions with the Daji, you can feel the changes. And then coming to group meditations are really powerful. Even if you think that you're not gaining your lot of thoughts, but then the work happens. The vibrational energy, that is what helps us to become different person. Just don't have to fear, oh, I had too many thoughts. I just went, like I spent half hour to go and come back, and then I spent there all morning. I don't feel anything. But then work is happening. Being patient with myself, being patiently, because here what is this practice expecting from us? Nothing but time. There is no material, there is no, all these are free of charge. So only our time. If I didn't go there, if I didn't meditate, I would be doing something else, which may not have been, so which I would have done even after I come back, even after my meditation. So giving the time importance to myself, giving that few minutes to myself, that becomes so precious. Okay. So benefits of helps to go deeper into, and it helps when we do heartfulness cleaning, it helps us to go deeper into meditation. This creates space inside our heart, and daily meditation fills that space with the conditions that create wisdom. So both go in hand. When we become lighter, because of cleaning, we tend to absorb that spiritual energy easily. So you can feel that. You can.
Particular analogy to explain this. So, for example, if you feel like there's a cup, right? If there is already, is it filled up with something else? For example, it's filled up full to the top, and you wanted to add extra into it. Definitely, there is no space, right? It's similar to that. Like the cup, filled up cup is similar to filled up thoughts and impressions that we already have in here. Now, the essence is coming from outside, and where is a space for it to enter your heart? So imagine like your heart is a cup, and if you remove something, there's a vacuum created in within the cup, and then you can pour in more.
Exactly.
Then only you'll experience is the deeper meditation as well.
Exactly.
So again, that's why it's very important for us to clean and keep the cup empty for the essence to fall in.
Right, exactly. Thank you. And also, there is also another analogy, like you have the lantern back in India, the light, right? The wick. So what if the whole glass is covered with soot, with black? Even if there is light, you cannot see the light, right? So even if the light is brighter and brighter, you cannot see it. You have to clean the soot. So the cleaning, to certain extent, becomes our responsibility. Okay, and you cooperate, and the master helps, and both together it works. So the cleaning, it's similar to meditation. We do it in the evening. Relax and bring your attention to your heart. You visualize that the complexities and heaviness going away from your head through your tailbone, and you feel the current of purity coming from inside, and you finish with the conviction that the cleaning has been completed effectively.
So this is an active process. When you sit in a meditation, it is a passive. You're just observing. But cleaning process is where you have to actively, participate. Think like these are leaving your body, leaving behind your body. So we visualize kind of thing. Yes, visualize. It's an active process of visualization that you do here. Whereas in meditation, you don't have to do anything. You have to observe yourself, the condition that you're experiencing. Whereas here, you're actively doing that process. You're trying to relax, you're trying to visualize those complexities or leaving. You can also visualize like a black smoke leaving your body from behind. More like more visualization and more stronger sankalpa you do, it's much faster that you can finish that process.
And you can feel it. You can feel lighter after the cleaning session.
And then you feel that vacuum. That's what we wanted to achieve. Like, I was talking about the vacuum that you create when you take out anything, you are feeling that emptiness. It's all clean and feel like, oh, I feel lighter. And now you're pouring in the outside essence into it. So it's like taking it away and feeling it. Right.
Okay. So how to start the practice? So you can if you want to, we can do 3 one-on-one sessions. That's called introductory sessions, and there is no charge. And there is also called Heartfulness app. I'll pass on the cards. That is very, very very useful, very easy to start this practice. You can start with just 15 minutes of meditation, 30, increase it to 20, 30, and there is also video for cleaning and prayer and relaxation. I'm happy to set up Zoom sessions with you, one-on-one sessions, 3 individually. It's a good idea to do with 3 sessions. That way it gives that foundation. And then you can start. And then on Monday, I'll share the Zoom link and also share you the timings. Okay.
You can share in the group.
Yes. So Monday 6 p.m. Yeah, Monday 6 p.m. That is tomorrow. That's a Zoom session. I do it in the South Durham Library. Before the meditation, we do a 15-minute of cleaning session. So if at all time, if time permits, try to join that session. 15 minutes of cleaning. It's virtual, both. It's hybrid, both. So that's the only session I do the cleaning. And then Sunday mornings at 8:30, we just meet on right 5 minutes from here, Carpenter Road, Morris Hill Carpenter Road. And that is also a hybrid session. You can join on Zoom, you can join in person.
Online also? Oh, I didn't realize it's
online also. Yes.
I can join.
Yes. And then Wednesdays at 7 p.m. At 7 p.m. it's Zoom only. And then we can also do one-on-one individual sessions that will help setting the foundation. Okay. And all these sessions are free of charge. No charge for any of them. Okay. Page up. So any questions at this point? Let's go.
How long was the 8:31 session?
8:30, around by 9:30 we are done.
Okay.
8:30 to 9:15, and then we have a short video or reading or something, and then we are done.
So the Monday sessions are every other Monday?
No, every other Monday it's in person. But Zoom only session is every week. I should change that. Yeah.
Weekly.
In person every other Monday. Weekly, every week.
Monday.
6 p.m. 6 p.m. online. And so 6 p.m. when 15 minutes we all do cleaning, and then we go into meditation.
And we have a lot of trainers available in different locations. If you are interested to have like in-person one-on-one sittings, that is also possible. Like
Yes.
in different, like Devi sister is she's in the Durham area. We have some trainers available in Kerry and in Apex also. Yeah.
And she holds individual sessions at her home
Like
on Saturdays.
Trainers come to my house, like on the basement, and then we have like one-on-one sessions on Saturday.
2:30 to 4, half-hour session. You can contact me or Neeti. You can come there. We can do the meditation sessions if it works. If it is so close by, and if it works, we can do that. All right. So very flexible, and there are no do's and don'ts in this practice. Just give a good 3 months time. Take it 3 months time and see how you feel, how helpful it has been, and then go from there. And for some people, this practice may not be the right one for some. So it's no
You can be
right.
your own judges
Judge,
for yourself.
yes, for yourself.
Sometimes, you always try something and you know that is working for you or not.
Exactly.
So, but gives, as Devi said, like give some time for that particular, for anything, for even try out anything, we need some particular time to experience it or see the difference. So
Exactly.
give that time, give your willingness first. That is what we need
Exactly.
first in this practice. We need willingness to try. We need willingness to have the time for it and do the practice like as prescribed, not have shortcuts, then you will notice. Definitely you'll notice it.
Thank you. So we'll have a demo. If you want a bio break or something, you can do. We'll just do 15-20 minutes of meditation practice now. Ready? It will be nice. And so it's a silent meditation and closed eye meditation. So if you have your phone or put the phone on airplane mode or silent, whatever, vibrate or whatever.
Yeah, just put your phone on silent mode. So usually the phone rings whenever we do the meditation.
Okay.
Mine is was also on. So.
Okay, first I'll go through the relaxation prompts and then I say please start. I won't say anything. We'll just sit silently. And when I say that's all, we come out of it. And if you have thoughts, don't worry. Just reward yourself with this 20 minutes of time just for yourself. Sit comfortably. Close your eyes very softly and very gently. Take a deep breath in all the way into your belly. Let go. Breathe in one more time. All the way into your belly. Let go. One more time. Let go. Wiggle your toes. Let the healing energy from the Mother Earth rise through your feet, relaxing your ankles, knees, upper legs. Feel your legs completely relaxed. Feel your seat. Deeply relax your hips, stomach, waist. Let the energy rise through your back, relaxing it all the way from bottom to the top. Relax your chest. Let go of all the stiffness, all the stress in your chest. Drop your shoulders. Feel them melt away. Relax your upper arms, all the muscles in your forearms, wrist, hands, fingers, right up to your fingertips. Feel the energy ooze out of your fingertips. Drop your hands, relax them completely. Relax your neck. Let go of all the stiffness in your neck. Now let the energy relax your entire face, your jaw, mouth, tongue, nose, eyes, eyelids, ears, earlobes, temples, all your facial muscles. Let go of any crease on your forehead, top of your head, back of your head. Feel your entire face relaxed. Now scan through the whole body. Relax every single muscle, every single part in your body, all the way from top of your head to tip of your toes. Feel yourself completely, totally relaxed. If you feel tension anywhere, lovingly pay attention to it and relax it completely. Now, rest yourself in that loving energy from the Mother Earth. Now, gently bring your attention to the heart, where the heart beats. Make a suggestion. There is source of light, love that's deep within you, that's attracting you from within. Try to get absorbed in that inner light, inner awareness. Imagine your entire being illuminated with that light from the source, and you're absorbed in it. You're absorbed in that ocean of light, ocean of love. Your mind is drowned in it. Your mind is drawn into it. Whenever thoughts come, gently remind yourself that you are meditating on the source of light in your heart. Please start meditation. Absorb the inner silence. Feel the calmness spread through every single cell of your being. Hold on to it as long as possible. Any comments?
Yeah, it's really good. So it's a good sound that coming back to the light.
Yes.
That helped actually, the
Yes,
light thing.
yes, okay.
Maybe last time, I don't know, maybe I was busy, I didn't
Yes.
hear it clearly.
Okay.
But yeah. Then, yeah,
Thank you.
please share your experience. if
Yeah,
you
share
want.
your thoughts or whatever. Any questions?
I felt the silence. The
Silence.
only thing I felt is silence.
Excellent. Very good.
Yeah.
See, feel the difference before the meditation, after the meditation. Excellent.